Hi everyone, welcome to this tutorial video on using Google Drive on your mobile device. If you have not or are not familiar currently using the Google Drive app, this is the number one most important mobile app, especially if you are a Google school. I would highly recommend this for both you and your students to access files, to be able to move things, make copies, upload photos. So definitely probably the single most important Google app for your phone. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to access Google Drive. I actually make a folder on my phone with all of the Google apps on it. They work together, and that way I know where they all are. So you'll see here just a few things on the home page. In the top left there, you'll see the three bars. So that's where we can look for any recent files or items you've seen. And again, this syncs across. So once you sign in with your Google Drive app or on the Google Drive app, it will sync your recent files from your Chromebook, from your laptop, from a tablet, whatever it happens to be. Any notifications or your setting options are there as well. You can also search. This is probably the easiest thing. I can go through and I can look and I can search for specific file names just like you can on the web-based version. So that's just some general orientation. Any shared drives you have that are there. And then you can also actually look in different computers or do different devices that you have. On the bottom, there's the plus button, which is the create new button. So this is where I can actually create new docs, sheets, or slides from inside of that, very similar to how you can in the web-based version, folders and upload. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to create a new folder. We're just going to call this the test folder. We're going to create that there. The reason I do that is because one of the nice tips or a cool tip to do is I'm going to go ahead and go inside of that test folder. You see it's brand new. I don't have anything there. I can also hit the create new button and I can actually use the camera then inside of that folder. The reason you might do this is because when you take the photos or the videos, then it immediately adds them into that folder on Google Drive. So this is basically a shortcut to you using your Photos app, and then after you're done with the Photos app, having those photos then having to upload those or share those into Google Drive. So for example, we'll take a photo here. We'll say I'd like to use that. You'll see it go ahead and upload right into that folder. Okay. The reason for this is it now makes this folder immediately shareable. I can go in and I could share the folder. The other thing I can do is I could pre-set up this folder, send the link out ahead of time, and let's say I'm doing a kid field trip or some sort of wax museum or some big project or something you're doing, and you can add live photos then into this, and they will live update and people could follow them. So kind of a cool way to shortcut you taking photos and then having to load all those photos up. You can actually take pictures or videos from directly inside a Google Drive folder, and then you could share that folder with whatever permissions you want, or you could pre-share the folder without any images in it, and then as you upload them from that, then those will be live on the other end. Other option is the three-dot menu in the top right-hand corner. And then I can do my sharing, which has the same settings as all your other Google shares have. Also then some options on changing the color of my folder, renaming it, moving it, those sorts of things. But there's that three-dot menu, and that three-dot menu then exists on all of those. So if I want to do that folder and I want to share that folder, I can then add those individual email addresses that way. Or I can check who has access, those sorts of things. So I can then hitting the person button, then I can change the settings here from restricted. I can change them to say anyone with the link, and then that way then we can get the link in the top right hand corner there. So those are just some detailed tips and tricks for the Google Drive app.